What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Hope everyone is going to have a great weekend. In this video, we're talking about Apple, ticker AAPL. A lot of price action to the downside, so we need to do an update, buy the dip or sell. But I got a little spoiler alert. I think we have a great opportunity for a swing trade right now. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. Let's get to the chart. My opinion based on the technicals of the chart. Let's do it. Here we are in the Apple chart, in the weekly chart. Apple, one of the strongest stocks in the market, $4.5 trillion market cap, down a whopping 9 to 10% today. That is massive for that kind of market cap. And for those who have not seen my previous videos, Apple is trading in this macro trend channel. You could see very strong support on the bottom of it. And we have some rejections when we get to the top. Very basic macro trend channel. And if you see this upper band here and you're questioning what that is the upper band of the trend channel. Just like an analogy, like liquidity zones. You cannot treat these lines just as, fixed lines. Of course, there are squeeze triggers and stuff like that are set prices. But for big time stocks like this, it's not going to always reject off this line exactly. So we are trading in this band, and we're finding support on it as we speak. So just keep that in mind as we go through the video. So let's recap what's been going on with Apple over the last couple months, and then we'll get into what I think is going to happen and why do we have a good opportunity here. You could see we've been rejected by the trend channel and the trend channel band for some time. Apple tried to break out of the band, found support on the weekly EMA lines, and then had another run and then a big drop. We'll get into that, guys. Quick, just a little analysis on what happened here because it is very important to me, at least. You could see if we do a reverse Fibonacci retracement on this last move that happened, this is a clean weekly move, big percent run up from Apple. Let's measure it real quick. 28%, massive. You could see if we go to the daily chart, Apple got rejected exactly on the 1272 level. A very, very strong and important retracement for Fibonacci. For the one I use as well, the 161 is also, but you could see we got rejected by it, found support on the EMA lines, and then we came up and then had this huge gap down. And what happened here, guys? Let's talk about what happened here. I'll bring the RSI up. And we had this huge gap down because we were forming a bearish divergence. You could see here. I'll make it red for the bearish. You could see the price gained strength, higher high, but the RSI lost strength, lower high, and on 2 time frames, guys, especially in the weekly chart for a market cap stock like this was a huge bearish divergence, double time frame bearish divergence, but we crushed earnings. So what happened, guys? Why did we crush earnings? Why did we drop? Because of the bearish divergence, guys. Earnings is let me call it bullshit for price action, because whether this was earnings or not, you could see that we were losing strength, Apple, in a double time frame, and that is never a good sign. So whether there was earnings reported or not, this was this was a huge bearish signal. So this was bound to happen no matter what. Earnings is just an excuse for volatility. If you've seen my videos before, you could see we gap down below the support of the 1272, and we drop below 3 big supports here. Guys, these EMA lines are typically supported if there's no gap downs, the 14, the 20, and the 50 in the daily chart. And Apple gapped down and lost a total percent so far of 12.9%. That is huge for a couple days. And now it is attempting to find support on this upper band. So my main point with this earnings call, guys, is that if you know your technicals, you kind of can have a prediction on how earnings can affect the stock. You would think, if you're an amateur trader, we beat earnings, net sales rose, with net income up, you think the stock will go up, but you could see super oversold, overbought with a double time frame bearish divergence. Very simple signal, guys. And, if you know your technicals, that that's not a good sign. And earnings was just an excuse for the volatility. So pay attention to that, and you'll be able to catch these swing trades. Because if, I didn't short this stock, guys, but I was not paying attention to Apple, but I got a notification, so I did the update. But if you're keen to these, you could just, short this stock, not financial advice, knowing that this is a double bearish divergence, big bearish signal, and just cut out a quick 13%, get out, and there's your swing trade. But that being said, I believe we have a good opportunity for a swing trade to the upside now. And why is that? Let's go over it. I'll put the drawings on real quick, guys. And you can see I added this decision breaker zone, rejection or support, and we also gap down below that. So the market makers use the earnings to gap it below 1, 2, 3, 4 significant resistances, and now we are finding ourselves, trying to gain support. We already rebound on the upper band of this channel so far, and you could see, even though we had this major drop, that Apple is still trading in a nice trend, guys. You can see we're still forming higher highs and we are still forming lower lows. So, I'm sorry, guys, lower highs. That is a nice uptrend. You can even draw a little parallel channel there, guys, just to verify that, or use the Heikin Ashi. You could see it's very clear. Higher highs, higher lows, guys. Just the little verification there. Okay, so now what? I'm going to go back to the weekly chart, and I'm going to do a fib retracement on this entire move right here. Okay, let's call it that. And I'm saying we have a swing potentially upside, and this price may not come down more, but I think we have some more room to the downside to maximize our swing potential range. You could see from here, if I draw this is our golden rebalance zone, guys. You could see it's directly where the weekly 20 EMA line is, which is a good support if there is no, crazy volume. I don't have the volume on right now, guys. I'll put it on. If there is no crazy volume, or a gap down, obviously you could see that the market makers, if they want to gap down the price, they do. I will lower this a little bit on the highlight. And our last structural support on our fib retracement. So this fib retracement is only valid if we have structural support behind it, 786, along with our other retracements, guys. That's what Fibonacci does. It maps out these retracements for structural support. And you can see it is right on top of our top supply zone. And you may say, oh, supply zone, doesn't that mean, selling? Yes, guys, it does. But you could see once we get rejected by it, this was our top supply zone before, that now acts as a support. It's the flip zone now. You can see it's already found support when the price sunk down below the EMA lines, found support, and now I think, this is a good zone to rebuy for a swing trade for the upside. And you could see the daily, not financial advice, by the way, and you could see that the daily 200 is also coming in here, guys, and we have some daily cloud support. So many confluences here, let's call it, that indicate a strong upside move, and we have the footprints to the upside in the gaps 329 and 337. So let's say we catch the price in the middle of the zone here, still form a little higher than this. You can probably cut out, let's say if we retest this mid breaker 12%, first gap 17%, second gap about 20%, and I have our next target zone for the upside. This necessarily doesn't have to happen now. If the market starts to decline, we may not see a higher high. We might just close this gap, or this gap would be a lower high, guys, and then maybe start to trickle depending on the market sentiment. But if we catch this middle of this zone here, that is a nice 28% move. That is, for those for a $4.5 trillion market cap, that is a nice swing trade. So, like I said, the price does not have to dip here right now, but I think it'll come down. And for me, the ideal entry would be if this daily RSI sinks below this price here, this RSI here, with the price staying above this price. That would be a hidden bullish divergence, guys. And the difference between a hidden bullish divergence and a regular divergence is a regular divergence indicates a reversal. A hidden bullish divergence would indicate a trend continuation, which was obviously an upside. So this RSI would have to sink below this point here, 20, but the price remains above the the candle at this RSI, guys. So to me, if the price sinks a little more into this zone here and the RSI sinks a little more, that would be an ideal, A plus swing entry for me, guys. Not financial advice. And I teach all of this, guys, on my Patreon, patreon.com/GainsKeeper Trading. I have 10, 12 tutorials that teach all about Fibonacci, divergences. We go beyond the charts. We do swing trades, low cap to large cap for any type of trader guide, beginner to advanced, and we have weekly breakout stocks, guys. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, and like on YouTube. But if you want to learn more and become a better trader, this is the place to be. So follow me here, join the Patreon, join the community. We got a strong community going, and thank you for all the support so far. So I'm not going to get too in-depth on prices to the downside, but if we lose the support of the daily 200, then I will do an update of prices to the downside, guys, because this is a very strong support in the stock because of the market cap and most stocks, but we are not there yet. But I think we have a little more room to the downside. Like I said, it does not have to come down, but we have a lot of indicators. Just a basic recap. We have our golden rebalance zone where the price typically rebalances after strong moves. You could see that in the tutorial. We have our 786, which is right on the top supply zone. This supply zone now becomes a demand zone, as shown in the past, and we have support from the daily cloud and the daily 200. So I'm going to make a Patreon swing trade on this with price goals and specific entries, guys. I'm going to dial it in, but just for a little frio, I would say anywhere between this zone and the daily 200 would be a nice buy-in for a swing trade, guys. But remember, if we lose the support of the daily 200, we will see prices to the downside. So keep that in mind. Same thing with the weekly RSI with the hidden bullish divergence. Just as we had that double time frame divergence for the bearish, that's very strong. Also, it'll be a very strong signal to enter a trade if we have a double hidden bearish divergence. This would have to sink below this. This RSI would have to sink below this, and this price would have to stay above this candle price. But we have a lot of room here, guys. That the price would have to sink, another 11%, and I think we only need a little bit more to get past that RSI, guys. All right, guys. Hope this Apple update was helpful. I will be doing a community chart check if something else does happen, guys. Have a good weekend and enjoy, and I hope everyone had a great trading week and stay blessed as always.